So you have to say, well, look, give him time to at least be able to do that. My problem with him is that when you make mistakes, they can't be so obvious to everyone. Now, everyone should really see that Kante should be playing in a slightly more defensive role. People want to see, not Kovacic or Barkley, they want to see something different. And everything that he does is so obvious to the fans. They almost know what he's going to do every time. You've got to mix it up.
To interrupt you, but also don't forget that it is a season after the World Cup, which is also the most difficult one for the manager, because you didn't have time enough to work with the players during the summer. Some of them, they finished so late in the workout. They gave so much rest. They probably came back late. You didn't have time enough and mentally to work. It's a tough season for most of them. So that's why I think he came in a moment in a season where everything is more difficult than normal,
OK, well, let's hear from the man himself, Maurizio Sarri, with David Craig.
2 weeks ago, your Chelsea side suffered a 6-0 defeat to this Manchester City team. What have you been working on this week to ensure that that doesn't happen again?
As you know very well, from there we have played every 3 days, so on the pitch it's very difficult to work. We have talked a lot, and we try to improve. We know very well the situation. 2 months ago we won against them, but we played a match with a very great level of application, with aggression. Then in Manchester we played, I think, a superficial match, and so we lost 6-0, but we know that we can do better and better.
If you were to win at this level, though, today, how much would that help ensure your future as Chelsea's head coach?
Of course, I cannot understand why you ask me something like this, because you know very well that I can give you only my opinion. You have to ask to the club, I think.
Wow. We'll have to wait and see what happens there, and obviously see what happens with the results as well. But if Sarri is to get his first managerial trophy, no doubt Eden Hazard will be key in that. How does Sarri get him to be the match winner?
Well, I think, like the boys spoke then, I think with him playing as the false nine, it's important when he does drop off, because when he gets the ball at his feet and turns and runs at defenders, that's going to be vital for Chelsea today. Can he retain the ball and get us up the pitch? Because you're going to expect Man City to have a lot of possession, a lot of dominance on the ball. I just like it when he goes. Like I say, I was at the Man United game the other day and it just seemed everyone was coming to the ball. I just like it if he is the one dropping short. You've got Pedro and William going the other way just to cause the defensive problem. If the three of them combine and do that together, they will cause the Man City defence problems today.
So much speculation about his future. Will days like this and winning trophies with Chelsea help him decide to stay, or do you feel he's already made his mind up about where he'll be next season?
He wants to stay. He loves London. He loves the football club. He loves winning trophies. So can he do that with Chelsea? Yes, he can. His family love it here. He wants to be a Chelsea player, that's for sure. I think any player wants to see security in the squad, in the manager, players who you bring in. So is Champions League a big thing for him and the football club moving forward to keep him and retain him? Yeah, it probably is. Can we do it? Yes, we can. So if you keep him, you can then build a team completely around that guy. He is, for me, he's up there with Messi and Ronaldo, without a shadow of a doubt.
Pep Guardiola will certainly be hoping to keep him quiet today. Let's hear from the City boss now, Guy Havard.
When you beat a team 6-0 only a fortnight ago, how hard is it as a manager to convince those players that it won't be easy today?
Yeah, should have been better than win with the result, and because all the players has pride, and of course they wanna avoid again the defeat, but it's complete competitions in the same time. So at the end, it was an incredibly important game for us, but it was 3 points, and today is a final. So different competitions. So the approach will be, hopefully we can play the game like a final deserves to be played.
And how important is it for you to retain this trophy for the first time in the club's history?
No, I'm here in name on behalf of Manchester City.
For the history then of the club?
For the club, for the players. So I don't talk when I'm making a speech. I don't do it for myself. It's for the club on behalf of the club. Of course, to be in there is a huge success. So now, of course, we have to try to win.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Pablo, we've spoken about Eden Hazard for Chelsea. What about Sergio Aguero for City? A teammate of yours for many years for club and country. What's he like to play with?
Well, best striker I've seen probably in the last, I don't know, 10 years. And with the likes of Thierry Henry when he was at Arsenal. I mean, one of the best foreign strikers that we have seen in the Premier League so far. And it is incredible how he can't stop scoring goals. I mean, every season he get better and better, and he seems he's enjoying his football. He looks so fit, which is something really important for him to keep himself fit, to keep scoring goals.
It looked a couple of years ago, Pablo, like he was maybe thinking about Jesus, seemed to play a few more games than him, and might have sort of gone the other way and maybe had to leave the club, but he seems to have taken on the challenge.
I think when Gabriel Jesus came to Man City, and he's been dropped a few games, and Gabriel Jesus was playing instead of him. But I think then Pep wanted him to say, Sergio, you are the best striker we got, okay? But I want you off the ball. I want you to press every single central defender. I want more effort from you, off the ball. Because if you do that,
was that against his nature at the time?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he always been. Edin Dzeko was there. Negredo, great striker, has been playing with Sergio Aguero. But in the 4-3-3, you're playing. He's playing as a central attacking. So you just need, some players behind you who can bring the best balls. David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, of course. But I mean, in the 18-yard box, he's incredible. His finishing is simply fantastic.
What's he like to Mark, John?
Yeah, nightmare.
You went white when I asked you that.
I know. Just glad I'm not playing today. His constant movement, though, on and off the ball, like you're saying there, he's definitely taken that in because playing against him. But physically, he's a small guy, but physically he's strong, can hold it up, can do everything for me.
Jamie, City are strong favourites. We mustn't forget Chelsea beat them earlier in the season. How did they do it? How can they do it today?
Well, they did it. They struggled at times that game, and their first goal made such a difference. And N'Golo Kante scored, got them a foothold in the game, and there was a bit of belief. I don't see City running away with this one today, but I just think they've got more quality and an understanding of how they play. Under Sarri, have they got that belief in what he's doing right now? And I just think City got just too much quality for them.
John, if you were in the Chelsea dressing room right now, what would be the final thing you'd say to them?
I think to stay in the game as long as we can. I think, like I said, if we can be patient behind the ball and off the ball, I think we'll have a good chance today. Because, like I say, the front three for me can cause any defence problem, a problem on any day, especially in a big final. So be patient, stay in the game as long as we can, and hope for the best.
Kick-off in the 59th League Cup final is just moments away. Who will win the first trophy, major trophy of the season? City are favourites, but Chelsea will want revenge from 2 weeks ago. Both sides have match winners. It is a final that throws up so many intriguing questions.
Chelsea's heaviest Premier League defeat of all time. Joy for the defending champions, 6-0. Dismay for the London club. There's a lot more battles ahead. Aguero goes from long range and lands an absolute beauty.
Player in the Premier League.
Simply the best. So much better than all the rest.
Chelsea boss remains on course to win his first trophy. It's Manchester City who've won the League Cup.
Here he comes, and he's done it! Chelsea go to Wembley!
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
Thank you, Europe, for your countless shortcuts, for your darkest days, for every tiny parking spot. You make us engineer great cars for everyone. Opel, born in Germany, made for us all. Discover the Opel 120 years models now.
At Energia, we power Ireland's maternity hospitals. So we're the power behind that epic new dad feeling. We also power thousands of classrooms, which means we're the power behind this lesson in physics. Make that chemistry. Energia, the power behind your power.
Party people in this here spot. Let's go.
New Rockshore, a light and refreshing tasting lager from the brewers of St. James's Gate.
Question: how does Mike make up for working late with a full-on tasty meal in 15 minutes? Answer: with deliciously healthy corn mince straight from the freezer for Lisa's favourite spag bowl, and turns it into a big night in. Quorn, healthy protein, healthy planet.
It's time to save big with the Sky TV and Fibre bundle for just €50 a month. Watch big with Sky Q and enjoy all our biggest TV shows. Love that show. And stream big with super fast Sky Fibre broadband that's big enough for the whole family. So get the Sky TV and Fibre bundle for just €50 a month for 12 months. Search Sky 50. Offer ends 28th of February.
A young woman on a dream holiday to Cuba. Taken to intensive care.
Deep vein thrombosis. It was really scary. I rang VHI and from the word go, they were there to support me.
Doctors from VHI and Cuba got to work.
The treatment was second to none.
Meanwhile, Kat's family were worried.
My mother had her flights nearly booked, but VHI gave her peace of mind.
Soon she was well enough to return home. This is Kat.
And I'm glad I'm with VHI Healthcare.
The fan feast from Domino's. 2 medium pizzas and 2 sumptuous sides for only $26.99. Order now for half-time. Domino's, the official food of everything.
Those your first 4 scorers? All right, special one. You pick them. You pick them. You pick them. You pick them.
Ah, challenge accepted. Brain cells current prize money?
Still rising, Hunch.
Score stats, Hunch? It's Hunch time.
1, Fabinho. 2, Barney. 3, Sterling. 4, Harry
Kane. Heed your hunch with Betway's 4 to score for weekly rollover jackpot.
A crucial Merseyside derby concludes another great weekend of action. Live on Sky Sports Premier League.
This programme is sponsored by Bet365.
I want to play for my staff, for my players, for fans.
We need to fight together and try to win the game.
Being there is a huge success, so now we have to try to win.
We're going to get more confident, but we know it's going to be a difficult game.
Oh, it's been a wonderful day here weather-wise at Wembley for the season's first major trophy to be won. But who will be celebrating winning the 2019 Carabao Cup? Will it be Chelsea or will it be Manchester City? And there is the trophy itself walking out. The players are ready. Manchester City have won 13 of the last 14 games, scoring 3 or more in 10 of those matches. But Chelsea have the perfect opportunity to respond to that 6-0 dropping and to their critics as well. The commentary team, Adam Smith and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, it is just 203 days since these teams took this walk together in the Community Shield on an intensely hot day at Wembley. The Chelsea manager, Maurizio Sarri, feeling the heat for all kinds of different reasons now. Normally, reaching your first major cup final as a manager would be a cause for celebration. But for those Chelsea fans, it might be a day of judgment in their boss. In particular, in view of what happened just 14 days ago, when Maurizio Sarri's team were dismantled by Manchester City, and he names 9 of the players who were so badly wounded by the league defeat to City. Kepa Arrizabalaga has recovered from the hamstring problem that raised doubts over his participation, while Emerson, who's been a mainstay of the run to the final in this competition, makes the team ahead of Marcus Alonso, who's not even in the squad. Ross Barkley gets the nod ahead of Mateo Kovacic, despite the error that gave Sergio Aguero one of his 3 goals 2 weeks ago. Willian didn't start that day, but does today. Gonzalo Higuain doesn't, so it looks like a central role for Eden Hazard. Higuain and Olivier Giroud both make the bench, and Callum Hudson-Odoi and Ruben Loftus-Cheek have to be content with places there too. Pep Guardiola's determination to land the season's first big silverware is best demonstrated by his selection of Ederson in goal, despite 20-year-old Aro Muric playing every single previous game in the competition. Alexander Zinchenko was the only other player who had, and he keeps his place. In contrast, it's the first game Aymeric Laporte's ever played in the competition. It's Fernandinho's first League Cup game since last year's final, when David Silva scored and Kevin De Bruyne started. The front 3 all started. Multitude of talent available to Guardiola, and a sprinkling of youth with Muric and Phil Foden. That's what it's all about today. The 3-handle trophy, the Carabao Cup. But first, Natalie Rushdie will sing the national anthem. Singer Natalie Rushdie, who, in case you were wondering, is related to the author Salman Rushdie. She's married to his son. But who will write the script on the pitch today in the Carabao Cup final? Is it to be another glory day for Manchester City? Is it to be redemption for Maurizio Sarri? Will Sergio Aguero perhaps rip up the record book in favour of Pep Guardiola? Can Aguero score as prolifically as he did when these sides met in the league just a fortnight ago? A story waiting to be written as Chelsea take on Manchester City live in the Carabao Cup final next.
Have you seen the new Big Mac with bacon?
Looks amazing, doesn't it?
But it's not a Big Mac.
It's not a Big Mac, is it? It is. No, it's not.
It's just a Big Mac with bacon.
No, you don't put bacon on a Big Mac.
I thought you liked bacon.
Yeah, I love bacon.
Look at it.
Now that is a Big Mac.
The Big Mac range is back, now with bacon. We call it a Big Mac, but it's up to you to decide.